Assalamu alaikum. This is the constitutional advocate. Tonight is the 31st of the Jan year 2025. The previous night I was observing the challenges of the humanity into the central divisions of the Islamic Republic of the Pakistan, that which elements are leading the human beings into the social neglection. This is a lawful term, social neglection, as well as the other type of the constructive neglections. So I was observing the issues of the humans that in Pakistan especially, the humans, they don't want to, round about the 90% of the concurrent reproductive or already reproduced individuals are not willing to observe their own issues. As I hold observations regarding the judicial quota report regarding the actual discriminatory area of the civil negated transitional as well as the non-transitional transactions of the human beings in the major baseline cities of the Punjab, especially including the Lahore territories. So it is a primary habit of the individuals in the Punjab that in the parks, such parks are under the legal custodian of the P.H.A, Parks Horticulture Authority. P.H.A means Parks Horticulture Authority. Whereas there is another substitute law. When I just push my nerves into the very deep legal studies of mine of the previous 2 years regarding the L.D.A. Act 1975 as well as the other law, P.H.A, Parks Horticulture laws, they both reciprocate to the liabilities to the operative parts of the governance, yes, and the humans, they are using the properties of the P.H.A, Parks Horticulture and L.D.A properties into a neglected area of using the narcotics, drugs as a custom in precedent. And I'm totally astonished to observe their behavior, their discriminatory behavior. This is a scientific age and the humans should be fined in the classical way. They should have the well reformed areas of observations of their way of execution of the life. I'm talking as a partly of the 25% of those individuals who become prey of the victim of the narcotics abused, overprocessed drug addicts in the Parks Horticulture Authority Act 2016 as well. So they are using and mobilizing the drugs, especially the youngsters. They are basically, after having negligent love affairs or love triangles at the behest of the neglected females of those groups. So today it is another area of thinking, critical examination of the narcotics critical declined transitional areas of the human beings, that the 25% of the groups of the Punjabians provincial autonomies are not willing to observe the confrontational ways of the oxygen dehydration levels in the Lahore city. You don't have to take any drug because you are going to automatically die out of the unnecessary activities of the surroundings. And if you don't have the dehydration, volumed, compressed air in your room or in the area of working, thereafter you will inhale dehydrated oxygen. Whether it is not a question that you are doing exercise in the gym or you are doing the exercise inside the house, other area, this will not make your organs in the fit and compilations of the accurate length of wisdom and working as to execute a lawful and understanding intellectual scientific resolved life into the territorial jurisdiction of the Punjab. So as a legislator, I'm observing the whole of the territorial provincial autonomies of the Punjab, that they are not willing to make a prohibited judicial or prejudicial order with effect to the Article 199 of the Constitution as to make legal wing of the Anti-Narcotic Force under the Anti-Narcotic Force Act 1997, that such narcotic force should be empowered just like the other forces in the Pakistan in the police stations, that they must arrest those individuals who are doing drugs inside the gardens of the Parks Horticulture Authority, which are merged through the Parks Horticulture Authority Act 2016. Because it is an approved area of thinking that if the youngsters, they are doing drugs, it appeals to the small children, and the small children will eventually become the drug addict after exercising, because of the heavy workload of their daytime into the night time. So this routine or a drug pattern could be found from the exercising in the parks in the youngsters, especially below the age of the 25 years. And since this age of the misery of the narcotics, that the youngsters, they are not willing to work into intellectual ways as to earn above board, as to live a moderate life. They are not willing to adjust their self into the refined area of the resolutions of the workings of the humanity, so that they will have the perpetual succession of solvent rights or the pecuniary interest or the income mode of assessment. And these are some affirmative facts of the factual disobedience of the human beings into the neglected areas of the scientific, legal, resolved area of thinking. And a lot of the individuals, they are suffering from ethical challenges in the parks. Yes, I observed these things by working, exercising there. So I was shocked after observing that the females, the young females, the premature females or the mature females or the ultra mature females or advanced aged females, groups of the vulnerable groups of the females are becoming habitual drug addicts in the parks after having the other negative sexual non-tolerable advanced activities. So this is the way they are doing the things into the other areas of the governance, and they are not proving the cost effect to the private entities, government sectors, household management areas, married life, all the things. They are maintaining the multiple social neglected, transitional as well as non-transitional, and I'm talking as a partly percentage, 75% groups of the both male and female, respect of the gender. Some are transgender as well. So we are observing that they are doing drugs in the public in order to incriminate their income and expenses, and forgetting the rights of their other surrounded own blood relations or to their other ones. So this is the habit of the modern era of the individuals in the public sector, and they are not willing to observe the other conjugal relations, other civil rights, and the other observations of the medical science. No, they're not willing to observe such things. And when I observed such predominant males and females dominant societies in the said territorial jurisdiction of the Punjab provincial autonomies, the Punjab, they are manipulating their females since the evolution of the Pakistan into the drug addictions, and they are charged with the offense of the operative head of the drug addictive production or reproduction growth rate of the females as well. 75% of the groups of the females are subjected with such transitional and non-transitional areas of the drug addicts, and thereafter they are causing the non-blood mixed marriages. In return of such marriages, there are no reciprocating areas of adjustment of the relationship performance, and thereby we observe society which have no reliable ways of understanding the intellectual thoughts of the moderate lines of assessment to their careers as well as to their ongoing relationships or their business enterprises, as well as the salaries, ascertainment, working area, or the pension. Pension is not an issue, but the salary is the issue of the individuals. So this applies to the nation. So the youngsters, they are not willing to read, write, yes, They are trying to live in an extraterrestrial matter of observing nothing but doing the drugs. And the modern youth is distracted or being distracted under the drug addictions of the several challenges of the socio-economical challenges in the Pakistan, India as well. And they are just over empowering their tissues as to destroy their whole human organs, and thereby they just want to have the treatment after having the income or expenses. But they don't know that in the time of the human misery into the hospital, the income and expenses do not work as to repatriate such organs into the fit conditions, and thereby we observe a total blackout of the humanity in the said provincial autonomies of the Punjab. Everyone is doing his own thought of thinking, working. Thought of thinking, working, not working for having the expenses or meeting per income per month, per year, quarter month, quarter year. They don't